more energized and amped up about learning such subjects, and definitely learning with Aries, expanding on knowledge of what it is to be more instinctual, and how that can just make you feel more connected with natural law, and appreciate the profound knowledge and wisdom we can gain from just being human and primal and instinctual, and our own sense of guidance with a side of us or a part of our nature that is more animal-like, so to say, or instinctual, primitive even. So now, Leo, I will go ahead and shuffle the cards, and I will pull out 12 and kind of give a reading as I pull the cards. So the first card is Temperance in reverse. And then the World in reverse. And then the Lovers in reverse. Wow, let's see. And then the Ace of Swords upright. So the only planet I see here, well, actually, Pluto's retrograde, Saturn's retrograde, Neptune's retrograde. A lot of these slower moving planets are retrograde. You have three major arcana cards that have popped out first. Temperance in reverse, the World in reverse, the Lovers in reverse, followed by the Ace of Swords. So Leo, for you, Leo, what I'm picking up on this, the message that has come to me is definitely cutting through some of the blending of different kinds of temperaments, of different kinds of energy, elements, components here with the Temperance card, and the World in reverse, like how to create a more harmonious flow, a cycle. And then the Lovers card in reverse, how to incorporate and understand love in a new way here, gaining a lot of clarity. And these are the topics of interest for you, Leo. So for you, Leo, the Ace of Swords is suggesting how to find some balance here with the Temperance in reverse, how to find some balance here with your own elements, your own catalyzing evolution thus far, how to work with it, how to find the balance in it, how to understand the cycle here, the World card. For me, what I'm picking up on with these cards, even though they're faded cards here, suggesting, destiny is getting involved because they're major arcana. The Ace of Swords is suggesting that you're putting these things in perspective and trying to understand them is what I'm picking up on, because they're in reverse. And then the Lover's card here is just trying to really understand your energy with others in order to create some sort of stronger connection with the whole merging process, or how love is actualized. So that's what I'm picking up with that. So let's keep going, see what else comes out. Then we have the Three of Swords upright. And then we have the Six of Swords upright. And then we have the Ten of Swords upright. There's a lot of swords cards here, and it seems like there's been a lot of thought of really just, I feel like there's a lot of knowledge here gained for you this month. So far the tarot is suggesting that there's all of this thought going into trying to find some sort of balance with some major issues, with temperance, with how different elements work with each other, the catalyzing component to life, how things change, how things are forged, how things transmute and need to adapt, and how things can change, and trying to work with that. And also with the World card in reverse, understanding cycles and how to change with them and adapt with them, and how the world in itself is something, you know, to temper in order to learn and in order to enjoy and in order to kind of get the best out of the experience altogether, because really it's the experience the soul is needing for growth. And then the Lover's card in reverse, trying to understand what these connections are all about, what love is really all about, how to explore the dynamics of soul merging and connecting, and what tough love is, what love for a friend is, what love is as far as on an intimate level, what self-love is, all of these different forms of love here that feel as if we can even understand what it is to be whole in some sense. And then with the Three of Swords here and the Six of Swords, understanding what it is to feel loss, because through separation and loss helps us understand what it is to feel back the connection and to feel back love again, what has been lost and retrieved, love and lost, and also found and loved again, in exploring the whole dynamics of how I feel like the elements of emotions and our sensory of the intellect and how to process all of this information and being human is really put into perspective, and how we could make this simplified and to create more smoother waters for us to just kind of navigate through, so we don't get so caught up in the heartbreak and in the loss and separation and grief and sorrow. And then the Ten of Swords, the healing process of it all, and how it can lead to the Five of Swords in reverse, and not taking things personal or feeling as if there is some sort of underhandedness going on with the whole dynamics of learning these lessons of how to blend the energy in the world, and who to connect to and who not to connect to, and how everyone is on their own timeline with the world in reverse, and not to take things personal, and how to understand love in a more broader context that allows us to go deep, but to come up also to the surface for understanding of surface love. And then we have the Nine of Swords upright. So, Leo, this is